I'm going to put a dab of Loctite on each of these here. And what we're building here is the 1971 Ford F100 four-wheel drive. I picked the truck up in Colorado, and it needed an engine and work on the body and stuff like that, but it was a altogether, original truck. Everything was original to the truck. There was nothing, nobody's ever done anything aftermarket to it other than put a toolbox in the back. So everything was intact, from the brake lines to the clutch pedal to everything like that. So it was not messed with. The only thing is it just needed some love, some attention. So that's what I did, is instead of the 360 engine that was in it, I took out because it had no compression in one cylinder. And so with that, I wanted to freshen it up a little bit. So I got the 390 block here off of Craigslist, and then pulled the heads off it, lapped the valves on the head, found out it was a 390 with 30 over pistons in it. I'm not sure of the compression, but it doesn't, for what we're doing with it, it's not going to make a difference. And then I went ahead and put a 500 lift cam in it, and new timing chain, and fuel pump, oil pump, and I'm going to put a Edelbrock carburetor on it for reliability. So, alright, what we're doing here is we're cutting off the rear U-bolts of the truck so that we can put a block in the back to lift the truck up. We're going to lift the truck 4 inches. It doesn't look like much of a truck, but it is a truck. That is it there. This is the long way of putting the truck together. So, ready for some sparks? And be careful, because this is very tricky, because it's going to pop. That. Well, we're going to have to cut the back side as well, but the backside won't pop because it's already relieves the pressure of the spring. But it will start. The sparks are cool. Most people think they're afraid to start. There's the pop for you. There you go. And we're going to save the backing plates, which are these things here, because the new ones will come with this. This is kind of hokey anyway, because they put like a weird spacer in there for whatever reasons, Here is a little differently because we tried to loosen the bolts so they're loose, but they got to a certain point and the thread's locked up on it, so we're just going to cut these out. This shouldn't be anything exciting except for sparks. Today's the big day. We just stopped the UPS man out in front, and look what he's bringing us. The 4-inch lift for this monster here. We got coils, 4-inch lift coils. Let's take a look at those compared to the new ones and old ones. Here's an old one right here. Hopefully they're a little bit taller. Much better. These worn out ones and these nice and stiff ones. So we got the coils. These are Rough Country, and shock absorbers, I think. Let's see. There's our bushings, and these must be the rear shocks because they have the studs, and they're silver, which will contrast nicely. And the most important thing is the stickers. We love stickers. So that's the coils and the springs, and what's in this box? That one I'm assuming is the rear, other rear. Ready? Ready? Oh, this is the parts and pieces boxes. This here is tracker. Let's see. Nope. Bushings. These are the bushings for the C bushings. And these are degreed at 7 degrees for the 4-inch lift. Means the track arms will track a little differently. They'll straighten out the front axle. And then we have the all-important installation kit, which includes the blocks for the rear, which we'll be installing. Not a big fan, but the problem with this truck is it's a 1971. And in 71 and 72, the leaf springs are 2.5 inches wide. Rough Country only makes a lift for the leaf springs to be 3 inches wide, so I could not get the springs, rear spring kit. So I had to go with the non-rear springs, which would be the block, unfortunately. And then, more parts and pieces. This is big bore steering stabilizer. Ooh, this even sounds exciting. The big bore. And this part here, more stickers. This part here is designed so you have your big tires, and the big tires will catch the road. This goes horizontally, so it will stop the steering wheel from wobbling, which is cool. And then we got the red boots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more box, one more little box. This is probably the bracket. This is the bracket. And this drops our track arm down. This drops the track arm down so that it rides on the frame. So, and look, it even has a little service reminder to recheck all the bolts. And warning, do not lift your truck. Or if you do, it just says it's been modified and don't drive like a crazy person. And two more boxes, but these are the shocks in the front. These are going to look quite nice with the red boots. Good color contrast. And that's it. That's the 4-inch Rough Country suspension lift for my truck. I'm installing a coil spring here. Actually, being friendly with me because it doesn't want to fit properly. Because these coil springs are bigger than the coil springs that came out of it, thicker wise. So, need a little modification. Hopefully this will do it. What I did is I ground out a little piece of the bottom. And this will do it. Now, I'm going to throw this coil spring. What we're doing is we just lifted the front of the truck up 4 inches over stock with the coil springs, and we put new bushings in, and we're just cleaning everything up and trying to make it look as pretty as possible for as little money as possible. We're trying not to have too much money in the budget here. So basically this is the coil springs here. And we're going to go ahead and put the shocks on now and finish buttoning up the steering. And then we're going to be able to put the motor and trans in it soon, hopefully tonight. We'll see, at least we'll get the trans and motor pulled apart off the engine stand. Right, Dan?
Right. Making right now.
Okay, get going. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to my social media and my page, and it'll be in the description down below. Thank you.